Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm doing this quick video for special request on how to, prepare payroll for part-time staff, for instance. So, and I think it all boils down to the kind of record you have established before then. However, you can have a new because Excel will only deal with the data that you supply to it. So in that case, I think what one should do is to have, kind of a record for their activity. Possibly it could be daily records of their activity, or monthly or weekly, however the case may be. So but for this case, I'm just going to say let's say daily activity record. You can create that sheet. But of course, I'm assuming we are not a novice when it comes to Excel, so we're going to be doing some advanced uh, um, methods here to actually get. But now this is just for the record purpose of what has transpired or how many hours. It depends on the records that we're having, because they're not full time. Obviously we need to you know allocate the time they use, and then multiply by the amount. I mean the amount per hour, or per, depending on the policy of the organization. So we can have names. I mean, just have dates, employee, hours worked, something like this. And this will just be a long list of dates and the names. And so let's assume we have three names. I mean 10 names. The Avia, Mr. Avia, Umaya. I'm thinking if I still remember state and capital. Adamawa, Yola, Anambra, Aqua, Anambra, Aqua, Imo, Owerri, Jigawa, Tuesday, 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 Lagos, Ikeja, Ogun, Abeokuta, Mr. Oyo, Ibadan. Now let's assume, I think this it. Let's leave it at that. So we can say all of these people on the 1st of January, or on the 2nd of February, February to 23, maybe it could be Monday, the 2nd of February, all of them like this. This person at work for just 4 hours. This person, I'm just using random numbers, but depend on the record that you have actually. So let's say this person just 1 hour. I'm trying to create a record. This is what we have for that day. You know, so we're going to be working with this like so. Depending on your own kind of policy, you can have different sheets for different days, just to keep records of what's been happening. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to replicate this for, like, you know this should be third of. So I'm gonna copy this, and then we're just going to do 5 of this. This will be 4. I'll copy this. So what I'll do is to pause this video and come back when I've created like 10 of this. Just repeat all of this. Okay, so this is what we have now. I've just created this data entry between 2 and 6, maybe 5 days. This we can say is a week record. You can continue like that for the whole month. It doesn't stop anytime soon. So this could be the record. Now what we have to do is to now create, say, February payroll, for instance here. February payroll that will have the serial number, employee, uh, hours, worked, amount per hour, and the total amounts. This does not necessarily need to be the, you know, the format, but so we can have something like this. Now it all boils down to how best you can analyze this data that you have here and then transport it to this payroll sheet here, because there are several ways to achieve this purpose. You can start by filtering, where you highlight this place like so, and then come to sort and filter, and then you filter. You can start filtering for each of the names. Like instead of selecting all, you unselect this and click on a name, because you will not see two names here together. If you see two names, maybe a topographic error, you can click those two, and then the system will just sort out the person for you. It means I have not copied this thing appropriately. We only have yeah, let's assume this is the record, because we only have this Mr. appear two times in our record. So it means what this person worked for in the period under consideration is just 8 hours. That is what we're looking for. So you can take the name, copy it, and come here, which is the employee, paste him, and we know he worked for 8 hours, like so. But this will be a very stressful thing if you have a record going into 30th day of the month, and depending on the number of staff and all of those things. So what you can do actually, if they're not very large, I mean this method is not that difficult. You can just click on another person like so. You can say this Adamawa, the records he came for the whole week actually, and he must have worked for 15 hours. So that is what we copy. You can continue like that and then fill up the whole space for the month. But if you have a very long list, I think what we can do is to use what we call, let me clear this filter, remove this filter, what you call pivot table for this data. So pivot table is going to look for the dates and then fish out each person in the list and then the hours worked, and you can do whatever you want with this information. Maybe add them together so that you can get a single figure per person for each day. Because we don't need these dates, I will just segregate these two. I only need the employee and the hours worked actually. So what we can do is just highlight all of this data like we have here. Don't forget yours may go all to row 50,000 depending on the kind of information that you have. So here now you can just click on this pivot table. I click on pivot table just like that. It has actually highlighted the data for itself. So I want to do, it's going to create a new data for us based on this information. So you can keep the new information on a new worksheet, or I just use this existing worksheet and I'll select a place where to put it here, and I'll just click OK. So at first what you will see is on this pivot table field, you have seen that you have just two columns, that is employees and hours worked. So I will click on employee. You will see that it has fished out only the employees for me here, and then I will do hours worked. I think this is very easy. So for these ones now, what you need is just the sum of hours worked actually. And if you click on it, you can do other things like counts or average or maximum or something like that, depending on what you want to do. But for our purpose, I think this is what we need. So instead of having to pick them one after the other, you can just grab this information like so, copy it, and then maybe come to this place and just paste values. That is all. Then once you do this, you are okay. And then you can give this like so. And then I'll just double click down. This is the hours work. Each hour costs this person 1,000. Maybe everybody's 1,000. And 5. Extra person 1,000. Let's everybody be 1,000, like so. And then total amount here is just a formula for equal to our our amount, excuse me, multiplied by the hours worked. Then you have it like so. So I think this is all that we need to do, except the other ones, just maybe you want to format your document for display purpose, and then you can have some like this, and then maybe just to format. This is hour, and this is the money. Okay, this is our money, so I can just do it like so. And then at the end of the day, this is what we'll be having. So the rest is just formatting. I think this this is good to go, and then just this is what we have. So I think this rounds up what it all boils down actually to your activity. Even if you have these records in several places, maybe on a daily basis on different sheets, you can just copy them all together and make them come to put them in a single sheet like this and run this pivot on it. It will filter out the names, and then sum their works, their hours work for you, and then you can just copy this directly and start working with it. So I think this quick one shows us exactly what we need with our database. If you like this video, don't forget to comment. If you are yet to subscribe to this page or channel, please don't forget to do so, and let me know if you have any further question about this. Thank you for this time. I'll see you in another great video. Bye.